Hello, this is John Locke, and today I'm answering a question that comes up from time to time. That is, are links that you share on Facebook, do those help your SEO? There's one specific way that it can help your SEO, but in a lot of ways, it's a separate thing from what people think of with link building, and I'm going to explain in detail right now. So the use case would be if you have a page on your site and you want to build links to it. And a lot of people think, okay, if I share it on Facebook, or if I share it on LinkedIn, or if I share it on Twitter, then that will count as link building. I put social sharing in a totally different category from what we call link building. So link building is really, you're getting links from other websites. You could definitely have, your website in your social profile or share stuff on your Facebook page, but those are generally no followed links, meaning they do not pass PageRank. They basically are you sharing stuff from your site. You're trying to get more eyeballs and more attention to your site. It is a brand building exercise. You're trying to get more traffic to your site. But these are not links that are going to pass PageRank. Now, if you link to your website from your Facebook page, like in your profile or your Twitter profile, those sorts of things, those are just telling Google, like, hey, this is your page, it's associated with your website, and it's just saying, you're a regular brand. But if you're sharing stuff on your Facebook page, the goal really is to drive people to your site. Again, those links are no follow, they're not passing any PageRank. Another thing that I think a lot of people do not realize is that Google has different deals at different times with some of these social networks. Now, about 4 or 5 years ago, they had deals in place with both Facebook and Twitter where they were basically getting a fire hose of information. They had full access to all the streams. And so a lot of things that were in Facebook and Twitter were getting indexed in Google search results. Currently, today, in 2019, Twitter seems to be the one social media platform where Google still has access to that full fire hose of information. If things are on Twitter, they seem to get indexed. So you'll see tweets a lot of time that are indexed, and oftentimes if you search specifically for a person or a company, you'll see tweets up near the top of the search results. That is because Google has a deal in place with Twitter to have full access to those. Now, does that help SEO? It might signal to Google that there's interest in your brand, but the specific thing of just sharing pages from your site and sharing them out on Facebook, that's not really going to do a ton for SEO, but it is going to raise awareness of your brand. Now, the specific action that you want to do is try to get people to share your the post on Facebook. If you have a post and a link back to a page, if people share it, that seems to have a little bit of a positive effect on SEO for a particular page. Now, thumb upping it, if you just give it a thumbs up, that doesn't do anything because it's, for whatever reason, it just doesn't seem to be like a high weighted action by Google. But sharing seems to have a bit of a correlation. I do not know whether it's part of their algorithm or not. There's a lot of stuff in that mix, but there does seem to be a little tiny bit of a correlation between when people share your post on Facebook. And I think the reason why is you can thumb up a post and it doesn't take a lot of effort, but if you're sharing, you're actually posting it to your timeline, meaning you're finding it more valuable, you're sharing it on your timeline. So that might have a little bit more of an effect. But to answer the original question, is social sharing like link building? Pretty much no. It's not link building like you're getting links from other websites. Again, you have to think of it like this. If you're Google, you're looking at what are actions that are deliberate and intentional and have a higher barrier to this is an intentional act. If you're just scrolling through social media and you're just doing thumbs up on stuff, that's really just kind of a low, it doesn't take a lot of effort is what I'm saying. But if you build a link, if you own a website and you build a link to another website, that takes some intention. That is an intentional act. It's not just a passive act as you go through your social media feed. So traditional link building is always going to be more important. Social sharing, it has its place. You want to build your brand. That's goats in the background there. Anyway, but the social sharing, yeah, it's to build your brand. It's not really to build links. You have to do that with traditional websites. I hope that answers that question. So, LinkedIn, Facebook builds awareness of your brand, doesn't really add value as far as link building. But basically just gets more people to be aware of your brand, and maybe they'll read your stuff, be hooked on it, send more direct traffic. Maybe some of those people own websites. Maybe they will reference your material later on and link to it from their own website. That provides bigger SEO value because it is a more intentional and like a higher effort action. I hope that makes sense. If you have questions, definitely leave it in comments below. My name's John Locke. My business is Lockdown Design and SEO. We help manufacturing and industrial firms get more RFQs. We're here publishing every single day, so we'd love to see you subscribe. That is all I have for right now. As my voice gives out, peace.